Hey, 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 good morning. Happy, fantastic Friday. Cheers. I didn't name the video Fantastic Friday, but it can be a Fantastic Friday. It can be whatever you want it to be. Every day, you can be whatever you want it to be. So, I'm naming it a Fantastic Friday because I'm getting up and getting stuff done. And I'm not always up and getting stuff done like in the manner that I need to be getting stuff done in. Sometimes I'm lethargic in the morning. Sometimes the mornings get away from me and I can't. The side things, they're driving me crazy right now. I braided my hair yesterday after my shower, and I took it out this morning so it's nice and curly. But then I was like, I can't leave my hair down and cutesy and stuff today. I got baking to do. In fact, this might not even be a thing, this ponytail. I may have to put it up even more than this to bake. Deep breaths, Misty. Deep breaths. Sometimes I get overly excited and I've got to calm myself down and take some deep breaths and not be so frenzied. So this morning I'm up and I'm doing dishes. I didn't do a whole lot of dishes last night. I did some, but not a lot, and it's okay. I didn't have to. I was just kind of lethargic yesterday. I got my icing mixed up. I got the initial icing mixed up. I didn't make up colors because my aunt is letting me borrow her cookie cutters. So she brought them over to me this morning. Bonus. Thank you, Aunt Lori, because it's going to help me all day today. So either way, I haven't mixed up colors because I want to match my colors to whatever I am icing. And sometimes you need more of one color or less of another color. I don't know. Either way, I mixed up initial icing yesterday. And this morning I'm up doing dishes and I've got to sweep the floors and mop the floors before I even begin because I don't like stepping on stuff. Like that stuff can, when people walk through, it can, dust can be stirred up just by someone walking through the room. And I don't want dust stirred up as people are walking through the room. And I don't like I sat right here last night eating popcorn and there's popcorn on the floor. So I've got to clean that stuff up because I don't like walking on that stuff and dragging it through wherever I go. So I'm going to clean it up this morning. Sweep, mop, get things settled before I even begin baking cookies. So no icing cookies today, only baking. I've got 4 double batches to bake. 15 dozen for the bakery, 2 dozen. Actually, I don't have that 2 dozen to make yet because someone ordered their cookie cutters late. And so the other cookie cutter that I'm waiting on won't be here until Tuesday. But I just decided this morning that if I got this set of cookie cutters, which is what I needed for the other order, not Easter, it's fairy baby shower, fairy with wings and stuff, fairy baby shower. So I'm waiting on my fairy cookie cutter, which is fine. I can wait. It's fine. I can wait because I've got other things to do before that. And the fairy baby shower is due 2 days after the Easter cookies. So I'm going to get these Easter cookies done. And if my fairy cookie cutter doesn't arrive by Tuesday, I will use one of these and make do. And they will all kind of look the same, but not I'll use the same cookie cutter, but everything will look different. So I've already decided that, and the cookie cutter could arrive, but sometimes we're dealing with things in life, and that's kind of the stuff that I'm dealing with in life. What are you dealing with in your life that you can finagle to be better for you? And this morning I am finagling, doing things differently, getting things all cleaned up, getting the floors swept and mopped, getting the dishes done, so that when I begin doing whatever it is I'm going to do, which is baking cookies, that I don't have anything else to worry about. So I'm going to get that stuff done that I don't want to do first. And then I can go on to do whatever the fuck I want to do, which is bake cookies. I'm a little stuffed up this morning, just a little bit, not much. So it's manageable. I'll go through, I'll blow my nose, I'll wash my hands and stuff. Excuse me. So there are plenty of things that we don't like doing in life. And it's not that things are hard to do, they're just time consuming. So, like, yeah, I don't want to clean the floors this morning. I would prefer to leave it till tomorrow. But it doesn't take me very long. Like, it could take you, I don't know, 5 minutes to sweep the floors and then another 5 minutes to mop the floors, and in 10 minutes you're done. Right? In 10 minutes you could be done sweeping and mopping the floors. But a lot of people, and I used to be that people, would just procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate until it's like, well, now it's going to take me like 2 hours to get the floors done. Same with dishes. It could take you 10 minutes to get them done. Or you could leave them and it could take you 3 hours later on to get it done. Because you're lethargic and you don't want to do so many dishes all at once. So pick your hard. If it seems hard, is it really hard? Ask yourself these questions. Is it really hard to do, or is it just time consuming and I don't want to do it? Because things that you need to do in life could just be time consuming and you don't really want to do it. Sometimes having those hard conversations with your bill company, with your bill collectors and stuff. Sometimes having those conversations are hard to do, but totally worth it if you can. Cleaning the floors, it may seem like a hard task for some people to do, but once you get in there and get it started, it really is something just simple, and maybe you have anxiety for no reason. I have anxiety a lot of times for no reason at all. So that's fun. I just have anxiety just because. And once I get into doing whatever it is that needs to be done, my anxiety goes away. So, if you have anxiety about doing different tasks, breathe, calm yourself, because that's a lot of it is you're just psyching yourself out. You're just like, ooh, this may not be the way I want it to be. No, it may not be the way you want it to be. But you can psych yourself down and say, you know what? It'll be okay. I'm just going to go through, get it done, so I can, once it's done, I can go do whatever the hell I want to do. So, get up, get it done. And I know there's a lot of days when I'm not getting up and getting stuff done. That's okay. I don't get up and get stuff done right away first thing in the morning. Today, I am. Today, I've already got half the dishes done. And things cleaned up, and I'm on my way to sweeping the floors and getting things rolling. I look forward to baking by like 8 o'clock because I don't want to be doing it all night. I'm already going to be doing it all day, which is fine. It's something that I enjoy doing, but there's just a whole lot of intricacies. There's 4 different flavors, so I got to label each flavor when I bake them up and package them up into my containers so they can be ready to be iced. So also in the middle of my baking, once I get a flavor all baked up, I also go through with my pastry brush and I brush all the cookie crumbs off of it before I pack them away. That way when I get them back out to ice them, they're not full of cookie dust, flour, whatever, to not let my icing adhere to the cookie. And that's important, to let my icing adhere to the cookie. So I brush all the extra dust off so it doesn't like, oops, pop off. I've had that happen before where my icing is all nice and neat on the cookie, and I picked up the cookie and the whole icing thing, one fell swoop, popped off. I was like, this is crazy. So, but I talk about stuff that I'm doing in my life because others could use that aspect, whatever it is that I'm talking about, in their own life. It may not be cookies you're doing. It may not be yarn stuff you're doing. It may be something completely different with a completely different element that you're using and then you're trying to finagle and get done. So it's not the medium that you're choosing to use. Like people choose to work with lamps and or metals or wood or whatever. You find your element that you like working with, and that's what you go with. The advice I give isn't just for cookie decorators. It's not just for people that do yarn. It's for anyone that's doing anything in their life. So that's why I talk about myself a lot, because it can be used across the board. And it's what I've tried to put forth in my videos, is that the advice that I give is generalized and can be used in any situation. I hope. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. So, sometimes I'm not too happy about, doing the dishes and whatnot, but I did get a new pair of gloves. Look at that. Let's see, where are they at? Nope, not there. Oh, geez. Oh, no, they're not hanging up. They're not hanging up. They are here because I was using them. So the husband gave me his card to go shopping the other day for the kid, and I bought some stuff for me. Gloves with little nodules or whatever you want to call it on them to help you wash the dishes. But the most important part is that it helps protect my hands, because when I start baking, and that's one of the reasons I really got these gloves. When I start baking and getting into doing dishes consistently all day, every day, like I do when I bake and mix icing and stuff, my hands get dried out and they start cracking and bleeding, and I can't have that while I'm doing stuff. So I got these to try to help me save my hands. I don't wear gloves when I'm doing baking stuff normally. I just don't. But I do. I'm starting to wear gloves so I can wash dishes better. But also, you may be angry that I'm not wearing gloves while I'm baking or wearing gloves while I'm icing. I also wash my hands excessively in the middle of those things. And if I'm not washing my hands excessively, I have a wet wash rag from the sink that I've, after I'm done doing dishes, I clean the wash rag. So then when I'm using the wash rag to wipe my hands for whatever reason, it's a clean wash rag. So I hope these really help save my hands from stuff. And currently they seem to, because I've used them a couple times, and I did have like a little divot of something. I also use Working Hands cream, but I had a little divot. I think it's like right there where it was kind of cracked, and it's not cracked anymore. So yeah, it was right there, right, and it's not cracked and bleeding and stuff. So I think I'm good to go. So on a Friday, find your things to feel grateful for. Take what I'm saying and use it for your own whatever you're doing in your life. Whether you're working with wood or whether you're working with a different element, doesn't matter what you're working with throughout your day. Get up and figure out what you got to do. And sometimes you got to do the stuff that you don't want to do before you can do the stuff that you do want to do. And currently I got to do up these dishes. I got to clean the floors. I don't have to. But it's going to make my day a whole lot easier if I'm not in the back of my mind worrying about the dishes. If I get them done now, then that's not in the back of my mind. It's still got to be done. If I get the floors clean, that's not in the back of my mind. And I'm not doing the cookies and thinking about dishes, or I'm not doing the cookies and thinking about, well, maybe I should have cleaned the floor before I got started. I'm not doing that to myself. So that's probably the biggest point that I'm trying to make today, is to get that stuff done that you don't want to do, so that when you start concentrating on whatever it is you do want to do, you don't have that other stuff clouding the back of your mind, making you not concentrate on what's in front of you. So I'm going to get the stuff done that's in the back of my mind right now, actually from the forefront of my mind. I'm not going to push it away. I'm not going to push it to the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it up and get started on doing what I want to do. That way, when I begin, I'm full on concentrating into what I'm doing. And that's probably the biggest magic part of life, is concentrating full on right here, right in front of you. Have some tunnel vision in whatever you're doing. If you're dealing with kids, have your tunnel vision on. If you're dealing with whatever it is, your work stuff, have your tunnel vision on. People want to come up and talk to you. Nope, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Have your tunnel vision on. Concentrate on what's in front of you. And a lot of people can't concentrate on what's in front of them. Yeah, they're paying attention to what's in front of them, but they're thinking about whatever else, right? So don't let yourself think about all of that other stuff. Concentrate on what's in front of you. That's the biggest key to concentrating on yourself. And it's a selfish thing to concentrate on yourself, but it's also a selfless act to get your shit done so you can pay attention to others, so you can get other things done for others that may need you for whatever it is they need you for. I know, I'm totally winded this morning. I'm okay with that. I'm even dressed already this morning. Like, I got my jeans on and everything. Like, I don't normally do that, but we're all dressed and ready to go today. So, cheers on a Friday. So, on a Friday, find your things to feel grateful for, whatever that may be. I have my things I'm grateful for, and I'm grateful today that I have the stamina or whatever, I don't know. I have the gumption to get this other stuff done the dishes, the floors, and whatnot, I have the stamina and the gumption to get this stuff done so it's not weighing on my mind and I got to do it later. If I do it now, I ain't got to do it later. And that's probably the biggest thing is, a lot of people will be like, oh, I'll just do it later. No, get up and do it now so you don't have to do it later. And if you get up and do it now, you'll have less to do later. So you could have to do it later. I'll have to clean the floors again some later time. I'll have to do the dishes again at some later time. But what I won't have to do is the dishes I already did. And even if I do, it's because people use them and I have to do them again. Whatever. But for the moment, the things that I want to get done will be done before I begin. And then those things may need to be done later on. And that's okay too. So also be your own magic. Find your own magic. Good morning, Caitlin. Hey. Cheers. Happy Friday. I like calling people out. So if I see a name pop up on my thing, I'm calling you out. I'm saying, hey, good morning. So, also, be your own magic. Find your own magic somewhere, somehow. Sometimes you don't have it, and that's okay. Sometimes I don't have my own magic, and I don't know where it's going to come from. And then I get up and I do the dishes or do the floors. Those are big things in my life right now. It is what it is, right? Just those two things are probably the biggest things in my life that I need to do consistently. And sometimes I don't know where my magic's going to come from. And sometimes I don't know where my motivation's going to come from. And sometimes I've just got to get up and get it done, just even get started. And then I get the motivation, hey, if I stay on this, then I won't have to do it later. And even if I have to do it later, I won't have to do these later. So pay attention to what you want and what you do. And sometimes zoning into doing the dishes or zoning into cleaning the floors will give you a sniggling of inspiration that can be magic in your life. Also, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. I don't care who you are, where you're at, what you got going on you. Tomorrow isn't promised. So be your own sunshine. I'm not a political person, but I posted something political this morning, and there are people that will take your political stuff and take it the wrong way. You know what it's not worth? My sanity. So I let them comment, let them feel what they feel. And that's the biggest key. Oh, to be your own sunshine, let them. If someone else is trying to steal your sunshine and bitching at you for whatever it is they want to bitch at you for, let them, and turn around and walk away. And if they ask why you're walking away, you can just say, you know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. I got this. You turn around and walk away anyway. Let them. Because it's not you. You know what you got to do. I know what I got to do. And if someone's going to come at me, but for any reason, for whatever it is they want to come at me with, whether it's bitching, whether it's help, let them. Let them. Because you know what you can control? This. You can control you. I control me. You control you. That is the only thing you can control in this world. You can't control that, and I know this because I got a lot of kids. When your adult kids come running through and you're like, I'm busy. What are you doing here? Let them do what they're going to do, and then let them go along about their way, do with their own life and whatnot, and then get back to doing whatever you're doing. Because you can't control whether they come in or out. You can't control that. They're going to do what they're going to do. My 12-year-old, she's going to do what she's going to do, whether I like it or not. Sometimes I let her just be. I don't try to control what she's doing and all of the little intricacies that my parents used to control with me. Not my parents, my stepdad. Whatever. So, be your own sunshine. I know I went on off the deep end with that one. Went off, long walk off a short pier with that one. So, do what you can every day. And even if you're not motivated and sunshiny right now, that's okay. You can get up and do something for yourself anyway. Again, doesn't have to be a big step. Just take some baby steps. Even if you get this water started and you don't do the dishes, well, you got the initiative. Maybe tomorrow it'll be better and you'll actually do the dishes. I have days like that too. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Friday. Enjoy the weather today. Like, I'm not wearing my extra long underwear stuff because it's supposed to be warmer today. I'll have my winter stuff back out tomorrow. But today, I don't have the winter stuff on. So it's a little bit more freeing. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the weather. And enjoy life. That's all I got. Everyone have a great day. Misty out.